watching Chad 76 Media.
So we're back in Spain. Now we're with BMW F900R and we're going to ride the XR. Not a massive update because the engine is still the same. However, there are some significant updates to this bike. Considerably lighter wheels, which saves on unsprung weight, which should improve the handling. So we're going to jump on the R, then we're going to jump on the XR. But let's first have a look at the R. So in terms of colours, they're new for this year. I think 650 quid for this blue, white and red. I think it's the most attractive colour. If you want the standard colours, that's just the base colour, and then you've got a triple black version. In terms of what's changed for this year, prices start at just over 9 grand, but obviously once you start adding all the packages that we've got, that can soon go over 12. So we've got both the dynamic package and the comfort package and centre stand as well. In terms of what's changed, the wheels for me are the big talking point because they're nearly 2 kilograms lighter, which is a massive saving on unsprung weight. The overall bike is 3 kilograms less. We've got these new fully adjustable upside down forks. We've got new DCT, new ABS Pro. We've got a lighter battery, which saves another kilogram. So that's 208 kilograms. The rear end is much slimmer than it was before. And we've got kind of more aggressive stance with more aggressive bars, more aggressive pegs, moves the body position, makes it, in theory, more aggressive. And then on top of that, we've got a few more accessories, which we don't have on this bike. The only accessory, apart from the packages, is the centre stand. But we're going to ride this today, and we're going to ride the XR. Hopefully it stays dry. Hopefully we can have some fun. As ever with BMW, you get the bike and a nice marketing chap tells you it's 9 grand or 9.5 grand. But the actual bike that you get to ride is like 12 or 13, because once you've had the comfort pack, the dynamic pack, you know, the heated cruise control, the heated grips, the handlebars, the wheels, and all the accessories. But joking aside, the base price is never the base price that you pay. With BMW, the base price is always low, but then you need to add all the goodies to get to the bike that we actually tested out in Spain. And once you do that, they start to get quite expensive. And then once you do that, you have to look across and look at the competition and go, well, what else could I have if I wanted a fun naked bike? And, you know, there's obvious ones like Kawasaki Z9. There's obvious ones like Honda's Hornet. I know they're multi-cylinder. I know they're a bit different. They've not got semi-active suspension on the back. But if you can buy, you know, a Hornet for 10 grand, that's a lot of bike for not a lot of money. But the BMW is a bit unique. It is a bit different. It is very classy. It is high-end. It is very individual. It's proven itself on track in the BMW Cup. So it obviously handles. It does really well. The race bike really surprised me when I got to ride it. Hopefully I'll get to ride the race version of the 25 bike shortly. Away from all the new aggressive riding position and lighter wheels, it's still one of the best dashboards on the market. It's so, especially if you're used to a BMW, it's so good. Oh, look at that small. Hey, look at that. F900R. Strangely, I rode the old bike only a little bit, and I raced in the BMW Cup in the UK. Well, when I raced, I was on a grid with other racers and tried not to embarrass myself. So I know that bike's got some sporting potential. I know it's fun. It's still being raced in BSB in the 1 series, and the lap times were impressive. So what BMW have done for this year, 2025, is upside down forks, changed the riding position, made it a little bit more radical, made it a little bit more sporty, lightened the wheels, but power and torque remained the same. So essentially, not a massive tweak. Oh, new cosmetics, new looks, obviously, and it's Euro 5 Plus. But they've just kind of just give it a little bit more of an edge, a little bit more sporty, and I kind of really like the new colours. I really like the blue. I think it gives it a real nice European classy finish. So what, to me, is what BMW have done is just made it a little bit sportier, changed the bar position, changed the peg position. We've got this fully adjustable front end that I've not actually felt the need to change, which is a little bit, you know, we've got this new adjustability, but I don't think it needs adjusting. The only time you're going to need to adjust it is when you change it to go on a track. when you put grippier tyres. When you change the modes, that changes the rear shock, but not the front, because that's semi-active. The riding impressions and the feedback is good. The chassis is good. The brakes are really strong brakes. I think I need to run it back to back with the old bike. To me, it feels, I can't remember the old bike being this chuckable and flickable, but then again, we've got much lighter wheels, so maybe, I don't know. It's kind of it's a difficult one. I think, to me, as I say, they've given it a little bit more of a sporty edge, but then you've still got all the brilliant qualities that make it a BMW, like the excellent dash, heated grips, the simple and easy to use switchgear. The tyres you've got to keep an eye out for, because some of the tyres on the launch had one make and some had Bridgestone, some had Maxxis. I think there's Continentals in there. So if you're looking to take one for a test ride or you're looking to buy one, see what tyres you've got as standard. Downside for me is base price is 9 grand, but ticks and accessories, you're over 12. And they are sportier bikes in this category for me. And there are cheaper bikes in this category for me. So it's a little bit of a unusual one to say, well, where does the BMW fit? To me, it's a bit more of an all-rounder, you know, with the cruise control and the heated grips and the huge amount of accessories you can fit. It's sporty, but less radical as a KTM, for example. But yeah, I think a group test would be interesting. I think taller, bigger riders seem to be more suited to the BMW as well. Quite roomy, or I find it roomy, but I am a dwarf. But it's definitely more roomy than the KTM. But we need to look at prices really, we need to really look at the competition to see where it sits. So now we're jumping from the R to the XR. Same wheels, stolen from S1000, which are nearly 2 kilograms lighter. Upside down forks. The other one had upside down forks, but this one's fully adjustable upside down forks. Revisions a bit to the styling at the back end. Screen is adjustable, which I'm sure the old one was, but this one is 30mm bigger. Engine's still the same. Dynamic on the rear. Good looking bike. I'll get the prices for you later on and we'll go through all the prices, but yeah, it'd be nice to get on this one because it looks like it's going to rain rather than the naked one and have a bit of fun. Same power, same torque, but there's a few more extra rider aids and a few more gizmos on the XR, and the screen's bigger as well, so it's a lot less radical as well than the naked version. The XR is a very different bike, even though it shares the same engine, the new lightweight wheels, but it's much softer. There's a lot more travel on the suspension, it's a lot comfier as you'd expect. The screen, it's a bit finical. Finical? Is that the right word? Don't know, maybe I expected something a bit smoother from BMW or a bit slicker. But the wind protection isn't bad. But I think, just concentrating. But it's lovely just chewing up these kind of sweepy, nice, soft roads. It's noticeably heavier than the naked bike. You can definitely feel that. But it's a good place to be. It's that type of bike that feels like you can just ride all day long. Clocks are brilliant. Cruise control, heated grips, everything that you'd expect from BMW that's excellent. And we've just got dynamic on this, we haven't got dynamic pro. The more noticeable difference is not so much the power delivery, but the change in suspension. When I rode the XR, because I only kind of probably did an afternoon on it, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really good sports tourer. But then I rode it again in Croatia, I think it was, on a Bridgestone launch, and after a day's riding, nobody wanted to ride it. Everybody was like, it's just uncomfortable. Seat's a little bit hard. The suspension's good, the riding position's good, the screen's good, but the seat's too hard. So that's quite interesting. That I think if you're going for that model, the initial impressions were it's really good, but actually after putting more miles on it, then I'd want to change the seat, maybe go for a comfort seat, or maybe play about with the seat in some way. I think the R is more of a significant jump with the lighter wheels, much more aggressive stance, the now adjustable forks. It feels like it's closer to the bike that I raced in VSB, and it's trying to compete with the more aggressive bikes in that market, like the KTM, MT-09 SP, but it's still got this kind of level of sophistication that the others don't have. You know, the brilliant clocks, same as the XR, the cruise control, the adaptive suspension, the heated grips, the really easy fueling. Everything is designed to be usable and easy, and like on the XR, where you've got the handguards now as standard. Actually, I'll double check that. On the XR, it's obviously much taller in stance. It's got longer travel suspension, or it feels that way. It's still agile, but it's definitely heavier than the naked version. It's definitely slower steering, but in this category, it's still an enjoyable bike to ride. It's still got good power, good torque, same as the naked version. Again, the big thing, I guess, is going to be where is it going against the competition. I think for both bikes, the XR and the R, there are more exciting bikes in this category, and there are cheaper bikes in this category. But I don't think there's... I think the BMW is the most kind of all-round bike, the one to live with throughout the year, the one you know is going to be 100% reliable, you know, the one that's got all the goodies and all the trinkets. I mean, we're down in southern Spain, and I would feel more than comfortable of riding this all the way back through Europe, either up to Bilbao and get the ferry, or even straight through France. Put all the accessories on and get loads of luggage on the bike, not a problem. And equally now with the R, it feels like I could ride it to Cadwell Park and do a track day and tweak the suspension a little bit and have some fun, and it feels a little bit more aggressive. And although the engine is strong, gutsy, powerful, torque, usable, you know, really good fueling, easy to ride. I mean, look at it around town, it's so easy. But I think it just lacks a little bit of excitement. But are those people who are buying a BMW who are going to use it all year going to miss that 10% of excitement in order to have something that's more all-round and user-friendly and sophisticated? You know, this is going to the opera and the theatre, where the KTM is walking around a festival in a pair of wellies drinking cider. You know, it's two very different bikes. You know, my personal choice, the naked R over the XR. 900R, sportier than it ever was, more fun than it ever was. Not massive change, just a little step. The XR, really good sports tourer, but if you're going to do some big miles, and I mean big miles, then think about changing the seat for the comfort seat, or take one for a good long test ride as a demo. I hope you enjoyed my little swingy kind of verdict in my egg chair. Thought I'd have 5-minute chats. Hope it went well.